From world events to Washington and New York City, here's your concise world update for Friday, December 12th. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Thursday that negotiators in U.S.-led peace talks are grappling with core questions of territorial control, including the future of the eastern Donetsk region and the Russian-occupied Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, one of the world's largest atomic facilities. U.S. nuclear-capable bombers flew over the Sea of Japan with Japanese fighter jets on Wednesday. Japan's defense ministry said the two countries reaffirmed their strong resolve to prevent any unilateral attempt to change the status quo by force and confirmed the readiness of both the self-defense forces and U.S. forces. The U.S. imposed sanctions on three nephews of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro as President Donald Trump intensifies pressure on Caracas. Bulgaria Prime Minister Rosen Zelyaskov resigned on Thursday, ending a tenure of less than a year after weeks of street protests over its economic agenda and its perceived failure to address corruption. The Department of Housing and Urban Development said Thursday it has opened an investigation into Boston's housing policies, examining whether the city discriminated against white residents. Kilmer Abrego Garcia was released from immigration detention on a judge's order as he fights to remain in the United States, marking a significant victory for the immigrant whose wrongful deportation to a notorious Salvadoran prison. The 22-year-old suspect for killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk appeared in court on Thursday as his attorneys pressed to further restrict media access in the high-profile case. A senior FBI official on Thursday described the anti-fascist movement known as Antifa as the nation's largest domestic terrorism threat, but struggled to provide specifics about the loosely organized far-left movement during a congressional hearing. The Indiana Senate rejects GOP-drawn congressional map in a major rebuke of President Donald Trump, despite his extensive efforts to strengthen the party's position heading into next year's midterm elections. The Senate on Thursday blocked a bill to extend Affordable Care Act insurance subsidies, effectively guaranteeing they will lapse at the end of the year. Democrats on the House Appropriations Committee voted Thursday to reinstate Representative Henry Cooler as the lead Democrat on a key spending subcommittee, days after he received a presidential pardon on federal corruption charges. A lone progressive Democrat's attempt to impeach President Donald Trump collapsed on Thursday, as nearly 24 Democrats joined House Republicans to block the effort. Mayor Eric Adams said Thursday he's unsure whether he will attend Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani's inauguration on New Year's Day.
I'm still deciding. I want to communicate with the incoming mayor because I don't want to be disruptive of his ceremony. It's his day. I don't want, some people are perpetual protesters. Some people would turn this ceremony into some form of protest. So I want to speak with him to determine if I'm going to attend or not.
For the second time in a week, a federal grand jury in Virginia has declined to indict New York Attorney General Letitia James on alleged mortgage fraud charges. 4 people have been charged in last month's mass shooting in Newark that left 3 people dead, including a 10-year-old boy. Prosecutors said they are still searching for additional suspects. Archaeologists have completed work on the longest unbroken section ever uncovered of the ancient wall that once encircled Jerusalem, a discovery that may even hint at a 2,100-year-old ceasefire between rival kingdoms. The S&P 500 and the Dow closed at record highs on Thursday after a Federal Reserve policy update that struck a less hawkish tone than investors had expected, but the tech-heavy NASDAQ lagged as a disappointing financial outlook from Oracle rattled enthusiasm around artificial intelligence stocks. Freddie Mac reported Thursday that the average long-term mortgage rate rose to 6.22%, up slightly from 6.19% last week. From the Middle East to Wall Street, you're up to date.